everyone. Welcome to Adobe Live. I am your host, Christine Arth, and I am here with Lauren Griffin of Typography.
Hello.
Woo! We are here. It's day 2, and we are going to be focusing on tiki explorations, mainly Hurricane Bar, right?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So we've got some fun things in store for you guys today. We have a chat and win coming up. So as long as you're in the chat, you have the chance to win. And we are going to be giving away a Moo notebook. Very nice Moo notebook with a sleeve cover, all the things. They make it really simple to create beautiful stuff. So stick with us on that. And then we're also going to be sharing some very fun tips in a portfolio review. So if you have a portfolio, you have the chance to enter your portfolio today, and Lauren Griffin will be looking over your portfolio, giving you a critique, and making you famous on Behance. So stick with us. Lauren's gonna do a lot of fun work today, mainly lettering, some tiki men, all sorts of good stuff.
Yep.
But before we get into that, let's go over the schedule. So this week on Adobe Live, we have Lauren from 9:30 to 11:30, and we'll be focusing on graphic design. At 11:30, Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge will be happening with Howard Pinsky, so he is my favorite. I love all the creative challenges. And then at noon, UX Design with Angela Milicevic. So stick with them. They're going to be super excited to present all of the XD stuff that they had worked on yesterday and furthering that design. So that is our day so far. Chat, let us know. If you were here yesterday, we talked about a lot of really fun stuff that Lauren is working on. Cake, no cake, lip smackers, all the things. You can see that right over there. So, Lauren, tell me what you did last night.
Well, I went to a tiki bar, of course.
Oh, let's pull something up on your screen. I'm very excited to hear more about this.
So I went to the Kona Club, which is in Oakland. It's this little divey tiki bar. I love this place. It's my sister's favorite bar to go to. And they have, like, you can actually see in the rotation of photos, they have, like, pufferfish as the lights, super tiki stuff. They have a life-size animatronic hula skirt woman.
What?
And all of the music that they're playing, she just like kind of works to it. It's awesome.
So good. Oh, and a pool table. I love pool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Kind of a shark.
I tried 2 of their drinks. The best one was actually one that my sister got. It was called the Painkiller.
Oh, nice. You're like, I can't remember. It killed all my pain.
Yeah, it was called the Painkiller. She also recommends the Chi-Chi.
So. Oh, I love it. So does your sister live in Oakland?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. So you're down in LA and you grew up in Texas.
Yes.
Amazing. Yeah. Well, maybe before we hop into your work, I know we've got some new people out in chat, but we also have some return guests. I'd love to go over maybe a couple of pieces of your work to share with the viewers what you're up to and some of your highlights.
Cool.
Yeah.
So this is my portfolio.
Amazing. You're also new on Behance, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right, guys. You can find Lauren, and we'll put her credentials in the chat, but you can find her on Typography as well as her handle. Follow her on Instagram, all of the good things.
Yeah, and it's Typography across the board, so Instagram, Dribbble, all the things. Behance.
You're like all of them.
Just everything.
Everything.
I'm
like, I am out there.
I don't have an identity. I am my...
I know, I call you Typography now. I always call people by their handles. I'm like, I'm Arth Chris. Welcome. This is Typography.
I like it.
I like it too.
Plus, I like the pun.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well, I can show you some different ones that I
Yeah,
did.
show us something different. And because yesterday we went through the Salton Sea, which was super cool. Maybe you can just pass over that and show them the awesome glow in the dark.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are just tuning in, we are here with Lauren Griffin, and she is going to be working on Hurricane Bar, which is a tiki bar that she's creating typography for, as well as illustrations. Mm-hmm. We'll be looking at both Illustrator and Photoshop today. And yeah, it's going to be super fun. I mean, what's not to love about tiki?
I mean, honestly, tiki is the best thing.
Totally.
It's just got so many like little character pieces. Mm-hmm. It's so cool. So yeah, this is the Salton Sea.
Beautiful color palette.
Kind of similar to the work that I'm doing for the Tiki Bar. There's custom type, the script is custom, and and all of these illustrations sort of all come together. And then at night, it glows in the dark.
So cool.
And everything is dead and closed.
You're like, when it's dead and closed, it glows.
Yeah, exactly. And it's kind of, I thought that was pretty cool because the water is extremely toxic, so it kind of looks radioactive with the glow in the dark.
Yeah.
So it's like sludgy. All the beaches now are like covered in fish bones. There's like sunken cars. There's
It's so cool.
yeah, it's all abandoned, but it's like
Conceptually,
it's still
it
super
really
cool
works
too.
with your design because
Yeah.
it's the before and after, and there
Yeah.
is a before and after in the real world too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I can show y'all some of the work that I did for.
I like that you brought out the y'all.
Oh.
That's your Texan in you.
Yeah, it is. It
You're like, hey y'all.
it doesn't ever go away.
I love it.
This I did for
Ooh.
Discover Los Angeles.
Beautiful colors. Again, your color palettes are just stunning.
Thank you. We actually developed a sort of day, night, and sunset or sunrise, sunset, and evening or something like that. Palettes for each of those.
So
And
cool.
I created these tileable patterns that correspond to those.
Amazing.
And this was for Discover Los Angeles, and they should be rolling out this new logo soon. This is
So
what
cool.
is currently everywhere. Let's see. Do you have any requests?
Yeah, keep going. Oh, what's the camper?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
That's the cannabis.
Of course, I'm like, what's the camper?
You're like, oh, I want to see that.
I'm like, I want to get in a camper.
Yeah, I
Amazing.
did this as a collaboration with Alex Rinker.
Oh, cool.
He is amazing. And so he kind of asked me to do a spot illustration for the cannabis, which is a, cannabis.
You're like, it's a bus.
It's a dispensary out of a bus. It's pretty straightforward, and I love the pun of it.
I
and
love the
sort of-
illustration process. Seeing that is very cool.
Yeah, I was
Oh, they're
pretty
so
happy
cute.
with
I
this
want to have all of them on a little pin.
like
Again,
little guys?
Yeah. So Lauren made some really cool pins. I have mine on my bag. I kind of want to show everybody This one is hot sauce. Oh wait, we really can't see it. I'll show you guys in a minute. But
Well, here, I
she
can
made a
show
little
you.
hot sauce. Oh, good, you have it there. Yeah.
It's
Like there's hot sauce pins
little
and a taco pin.
taco pin.
Yes, I think that you should make a lot of pins.
I'm working on a couple.
Yeah, good. Okay, great.
Yeah, so
amazing.
I'll close my shop. I feel like that's
Cool. Well, let's hop into Hurricane.
yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. And while you are hopping in there, I'm going to say hi to some people out in chat. Saw some repeat offenders out there. Voodoo Val, we've got Monir, Nourish, Raul, Alexandra, Jennifer Thompson, Huxel. I also saw, Ariana. Ooh, Howard Pinsky's in the house. What's up, Howard? Cool, yeah. Howard will be on next, so it'll be some pretty cool stuff that they're going to do for creative challenges today. Awesome. All right. Tell us what you're going to work on.
Well, so yesterday, if you guys tuned in, we worked on this custom script. It's, this is where we sort of landed with
Oh, I love it with the ruffin.
the roughen effect and some of those custom little flourishes. And so I'm starting to lay this out. I'm going to solve this problem with the background elements.
Like there's going to be some negative space filling
yeah,
in.
there's so much spacing here, but I'm not super worried about it.
Well, I think to explain to the audience is that negative space is good for the right context, but for this, more is more.
Yeah.
I think Tiki, it's all about let's shove as much in there that we can.
Exactly.
That's why I'm kind of in love with it because I'm a maximalist.
Yeah, same. Clearly.
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 We're matching today. We did the big hair and wear dark black. Yeah, we did it.
So I was actually going to show y'all how I created these other cocktail illustrations first to give you some context on how I'm going to make this guy a reality. So I typically start with a sketch like this, that's the dark layer, and then I layer out, here, Usually this is grouped better, sorry.
No, this is cool to see the process. Hey, Hypno, how are you? Hello, Troy. Joshua was promised there was cake. Sorry, Joshua.
Sorry about it. We had enough cake yesterday.
Yeah, we had cake yesterday. It's totally good. We also had like chips and guac and all the things.
All the things.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you my base colors.
Oh, this is cool.
I'm just stripping away the layered files. So this is what the sketch looked like when it was vectorized.
Cool.
And doing the same thing here.
It kind of looks like a mountain in there. I love it. Even though it's an ice cube.
Yeah, I actually had a lot of fun with the ice cubes on this project, just because it's kind of complicated to get something translucent, but also like solid when it's solid lines. So this clearly looks like flat and kind of not super spunky. And then when you add the like color elements into it, it just sort of starts to come to life. And like, I think layering is one of the most important parts of cocktail illustrations because you have like reflective surfaces, you have colors with all of the different liquids and the glass and all of that. So yeah, this is sort of my 1, 2, 3 steps for creating these guys.
Well, people are loving the ice cube. Troy, Toby is like, I love the ice cube.
Well, cool.
It's cool to see the process because I think that it always feels like it just came together.
Yeah.
And then there is a process behind it as far as dimensionalizing it.
Well, and once you sort of have your process down, you can just apply that concept across the board. And yeah, so we're gonna hop into starting this illustration.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how
Are
they
you
come
gonna
together.
make that layered in a similar way where it's gonna have, highlights and depth?
Yeah, I was thinking of doing something similar, probably not as much highlight, because...
Right, because it's not a cocktail.
Exactly,
Well,
yeah.
maybe. It is and it isn't, right?
Well, I brought this photo in because I really liked the dramatic lighting here, and I think that that's very, like, central to Tiki.
That's so
It's
cool.
like, it's like a drama queen, you know, sort of.
Maximalism.
Exactly. So I was thinking of doing some sort of highlights from below that way.
Yeah.
And so.
Oh, I really like what Milani said. That illo is lit. I'm like, hashtag illo.
Illo. I say illo all the time.
Really?
And some people are just like,
like,
what are you talking
I say
about?
za, man. Like, everybody likes za.
Oh, pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Honestly,
I know, people hate that. I'm like, I like za.
Not with the za.
Yeah. You're like, no.
I mean, I don't mind. So let's just hop in.
Oh, I like that. Marvel Wings asks, like, hello, not sure if you are going to do some profile criticism today. I will be pleased if you can take a look at my portfolio. I love that. So you can get really down and dirty on this. They were asking for it. They're like, be hard on me, Lauren.
Oh, man. All right. I'll be ruthless today.
Yeah, ruthless. So funny. Everyone likes Ello. Or Illo.
Illo. I'm like, who's Illo?
Yeah. Cool. So if you guys have questions out in chat for Lauren about her process, about her favorite things, illustration-wise, inspiration, anything you want. We have Lauren here today and tomorrow. So, yeah.
So I usually start with the outline, and then I can sort of work my way inside. Yep.
Totally. This is great. I am so in love with his nose and his little like pursed lip. He's like, ooh.
Yeah,
That's so cute.
I was thinking that he's sort of like blowing, like the windy like aspect.
Oh yeah, hurricanes. See, everything has a purpose, and I think that's the thing about good design. It's all in the details.
Yeah, and actually, I was sort of playing around with my sketches yesterday and thinking about the like overall layout, and I don't want him to be just sitting like straight, especially because his little umbrella is being blown upside down.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it would be cool to have him off kilter.
Very cool.
similar to the type and having everything sort of have that movement.
Off-kilter is one of my favorite terms.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good. Yes, Van Dam, later there will be a creative challenge, but right now we are doing 9:30 to 11:30. We have graphic design, then creative challenge, and then come back for UX design focus. So it's a full day. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
You're like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if people are illustrating right now and following along. Pokehan asks, how long does it usually take to do an illustration like this? And also saying tediously doing vector anchor by anchor.
Oh.
Like, how long would it take you? I mean, like, because you're not normal. You're definitely faster than most people, and you trackpad, which is super cool.
It's funny because I do a lot of truck illustrations, and those used to take me. I can actually show you for Sackware, which I did some type lockups. But these truck illustrations, load.
Yeah, trucks.
They used to take me about 17 hours, and now I can do them in about 3.
Whoa.
So like
the details are cool though. Those are not normal trucks. Those are like very detailed.
Yeah. So it's the kind of thing that the more you do the same type of process, the faster you learn your own shortcuts.
Totally.
So when I started doing the other cocktail illustrations, it was taking me more time because I was trying to figure out how exactly to do the highlights, how to, sort everything mentally, and then it's kind of like mental folders for yourself.
Totally. It's your own actions process.
Yeah.
It's like hitting the action button in Photoshop. Aladine asked, did you try the image vectorization in Illustrator? And they want to know if you tried it.
The live trace tool?
Yeah.
Oh, honestly,
You're
reason
like, that's
why...
cheating.
No. I mean, I love live trace with vectors, which doesn't make any sense.
Oh yeah, I get that.
Yeah, like I was doing the type yesterday. We brought it into Photoshop, rasterized it, messed with it a little, brought it back in, and then used the live trace function. And that's kind of more my speed because I really like the control that you get with like plotting anchor points. Like a lot of people who are illustrators that do similar styles, they use the like blob brush tool, which is
totally
an excellent tool. But I just, for some reason, always
this is what
go
your
to
process is. I think that's what's so cool about Adobe Live is that you learn the background and why. And I mean, that's the reason that yours look a very specific way.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it could look a very different way, which is not right or wrong.
Exactly.
It's just different.
And I'm not even plotting these points in a particularly strained way. Like I'm not rigid about the angles or anything like that because this is supposed to be kind of a messy illustration. And I do actually kind of lean towards
you roughen
messier styles. Yeah.
So cool. Anila is saying, are you using a mouse or a trackpad?
Trackpad all the way.
Woo-hoo. Yeah, we talked yesterday, and Amy Hood was in the chat, and Hood sisters were like, yup, trackpad's where it's at.
I love it because I feel like it's always 50-50.
Yeah, it is. I'm a mouse person, but I actually dabble in both. I can do both, but I prefer the mouse.
Yeah.
But I think that's when you're traveling a lot and you have to be a nomadic designer, you force yourself to learn certain tools in certain ways.
What's the weirdest place you've had to
work? In a desert.
All right.
In a desert without Wi-Fi, and we had to carry our own Wi-Fi with us. And I was there, and it was literally, we had gas lanterns and a Wi-Fi box. We were in Africa, and I was in the Maasai desert, and I'm like, okay, yeah. I was like, people were carrying guns around, or I'm like, this is dangerous. They're like, no, there's rhinos out there, and I'm like, oh,
gotcha.
I'm like, cool.
As long as it's not dangerous humans.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's cool. I was like, protect me from rhinos. I was like, can you re-oil my lamp? I'm like, it's getting dark. The sun is going down.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of nutty. What's the craziest place you've worked in? You're like,
I'm just a coffee shop in Echo Park. I don't know.
I love that Echo Park. I like that's safe. That's way safe. That's good.
Oh man, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I should have probably prepared my answer to the question.
No, it's good. I'll ask you a random question later. Okay, cool. It'll be great.
You'll get me back.
People are very excited about Team Trackpad. They're like, Trackpad fam, hashtag. Yeah, I'm just gonna start a hashtag channel for that.
Excellent. Ooh, I would love to see, like,
trackpad.
Is it possible to do a poll?
Oh, yeah. I did team trackpad. I think that could be our question today.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so we don't freeze up and we're like, oh.
Or neither. I don't know what else you could possibly be using.
Trackpad or mouse. Oh, right. There could be tablet. I mean, there are those people.
Yeah.
I frown upon that. I'm kidding.
I don't frown upon
I don't get it.
It's just, it's
a lot of pieces of, like, it's just more equipment.
Well, I've actually, there's one program that I used a little bit, and it was AstroPad. I don't know if,
no, never used it. Haven't heard of it either.
It mirrors your screen, so it was that was pretty cool. But I tried it, and then I just went back to my old ways.
My old ways. I like my old ways. Tried and true. Again, you can't argue with results.
Exactly.
That's what I always say when people make fun of my mouse habit.
You're like, it's fine.
Exactly.
It works for me. It works for all my clients.
Yeah, I was like,
I'm actually gonna bring this guy down
funny.
a little because my guides are still there from yesterday.
But that's so cool. Are you gonna make new guides for this guy at any point? Because he doesn't need guides, but if you do make guides, I feel like chat will love that because they loved the guide trick yesterday. It's funny. I'm like, it's a trick.
It's a trick.
It's actually a tool.
Yeah.
It's a learning process.
Tools of the trade.
Yeah, right. So good.
And another thing, I know that this probably goes without saying, I usually lock my this layer because otherwise I'll be dragging him all across the board.
I like how you're
he'll just
like
be
him. He's blowing around. He's like, there is a hurricane.
He's like, let's not do this.
Yeah, we have some good mom jokes going on. I'm like, whoa. My mom would be like, that's funny.
That's awesome.
Exactly.
So, I also do a weird thing where I'll duplicate this and I can copy and paste in place over here just to see how this is looking instead of having to go in and like make this go away.
And Nilla said that the guide trick changed her life.
Yay!
So I'm like,
It's been one day. What are you talking about?
Seriously, it's a game changer. Like grids are game changing when you can create your
100%.
own. That's huge. Changed my life too. I remember the first time I learned that, I was like, what?
Yeah. There's nothing better than when you learn a new Illustrator trick and you're just like, ooh, how many ways can I use you?
100%. Yeah, I kind of want to show you the capture tool.
Ooh, yeah.
Because do you have your illustration with you of your little man?
Yeah, we can see if this will save me like
days. 17
days
hours.
Time.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I am going to use Adobe Capture. I'm gonna grab the GoPro.
You can plug in your phone. Which phone do you have?
The new one.
Okay. Can you use this red one?
Use this one.
Plug in
Red.
your phone.
Oh, red's over there. This thing. Okay, I'm back. We're getting all technical. Oh, perfect. Okay, are we in here? We're so in here.
Give me a sec.
We're gonna do this. You keep working, because like, oh, your illustration is so cute.
And all of my illustrations are usually like, you can hold them in your hand. Like,
yeah, they're so cool.
I'll occasionally like flesh out, large scale, that kind of thing, but yeah, usually they're just quick and dirty sort of things.
Got it. Okay, so here we go. So I'm in Adobe Capture, and I'm in Shapes. And what I'm gonna do is make sure my shadow is not in it first.
That's dope.
So I can do this where I can go really dark, and I can also go really light. So I can adjust I think I'm gonna have to hold it up in order to get
We
it.
can also put it against.
Oh, here we go. It was catching my shadow.
You got that thumb in there.
I got my
again.
thumb. Oh yeah, thumb time.
Vector thumb.
So what's cool is I'm gonna do this. Froze it. So I got it.
That's
now
cool.
when we're in here, we could say smooth, and we could say, okay, let's turn the smoothing on. So it's gonna like trace every single little piece and make it smoother so that it's not so scratchy. Yeah, I know, this is gonna change your life. No. Seriously, you're such a good illustrator though. That's the thing, you can make more. Like,
True.
This is gonna make you like be able to do so much more so faster. And it's still your illustration. It's not cheating.
Yeah, no,
that's
it's not
the thing.
cheating.
Like I used to be like, that's cheating in a weird way, and then I'm like, no, that's not cheating. That's making me get to do more. Actually, let's turn smoothing off. It's kind of slow. Okay, great. So now I can crop it too, so we don't have to have all that thing and my thumb in there.
Well, and I like that you kind of get some texture.
Right? So, okay, saving.
This might actually be a really good tool for grabbing textures too.
Oh, it is. It's so good. So wait, you can also do the erase. So I'm like, oh, we don't really want that in there. So that'll save you some time from like having to take out those little vector points.
Dang.
Yeah. Like do.
I feel like
okay, so we're good.
I'm definitely gonna do this.
Saving this. So now that I'm saving this, I'm gonna save it, and it's gonna go in probably one of my libraries. So let me X out. I have all of these funny things that I took some photos of.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm going to share this with you.
Excellent.
Share to. Let's see. Okay, while I do this, I'm gonna link out of this so that everyone doesn't see my like so. Lauren's MacBook Pro, perfect. So you've got that. The cool part about this is not that I can share it, it's that it will actually update to a library in your Adobe Library Cloud.
Oh, I was like, no,
and,
my photos.
Oh yeah, you're like, ah! So let me explain how it works while Lauren is pulling up the illustration.
All right.
With Adobe Capture, you can send this to your library in Illustrator, and I'll show you right now on my screen. Yes.
So that I'm not saving it to my photos.
So right now on my screen, if we switch to my computer, I have an open library right here. And in my libraries, I am going to say, okay, I think it might be in my Type Paris library, funny enough.
Oh, cool.
And I'm gonna go to graphics, and you can see, like, let's say I'm just gonna pull up one of the graphics that I did. Let's pull this one in. And it's automatically there. And you can see that I had taken a photo of this and it's already vectorized. Isn't this amazing?
That's
Such a
so
cool
cool.
tool. So do you have it now too, or did it not work?
No, it worked.
Okay, great. So we can hop off my screen and back to Lauren's.
It's a PNG. It's
Oh, it's a PNG? Let me
that
send
okay?
it to you in something else. Export as SVG. Now we've got it. Okay, so this is worth it. I'm sending it to Lauren. She's accepting. And now it's an SVG, which is a vectorized graphic that you can use anywhere. So again, this might not be the process you want to use because you're doing something very specific.
Well, I might use these.
Yeah, totally. So isn't this cool? This is your drawing.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, right?
Honestly.
Oh,
I
it's
feel
gonna,
like if I were to make like a cleaner, kind of larger thing, which I do occasionally do, that would be an extremely useful
Completely.
tool.
What's cool about the way that you're vectorizing that I'm noticing is that you're using a stroke. So you can thick and thin that. It's also way cleaner.
Yeah.
So there is benefits to using both to actually go in and pen tool it because you're gonna get something really clean and high res, and then this is really scratchy, but it serves a purpose.
Yeah.
So depending on what you're trying to do with your tools, that's another tool you can use.
It's very exciting.
I know. You can also capture color palettes in there. It's just game changer.
That's
everything. You can capture typography in there. Ooh, Adobe, you've changed my life.
Well, so how do you capture the type?
It's a tool in there. I actually haven't done that one yet, but Michael Shays would know. He knows everything. I will find that out and I will get back to you guys because pretty much you can transform your images into a variety of Creative Cloud library assets to use in other Adobe apps. And you can screen capture typography. Yeah, there's just so much to do. Shapes, colors, materials. You can capture materials. You can create patterns and brushes.
I love this.
Adobe Capture, everybody. I'm selling it. Yes. They should pay me to say all of that, right?
Right?
I was like, oh wait, no.
You're like, kind of.
Patterns, everything. Yeah. Rob's like, patterns? I'm like, yes. Ivy, we love you too. Yeah, the color palette selector is amazing. Ariana says so too. I was in a museum and I was looking at old paintings and I was able to color match like a 6-color palette to a Rembrandt, and then I used it for something else and I was like, this is great because I couldn't capture those colors in my mind. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to remember those.
Well, and it's nice that it saves to your library.
Yeah,
too,
then you
because
can automatically open
you
it and
just
be like,
have it.
Yeah. Half the times I don't use them. It's more for inspiration, like our folder.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm inspired.
You're like, this is great. Or I'll just like make a note on my phone and it'll get lost and I'll never open it again.
But it inspired you to do that, which
Right.
is also good. Oh, Chat and Win is here. So,
Thanks, so fast.
trackpad or no trackpad?
Trackpad, no trackpad, or tablet.
Ooh, tell us. Hey guys, we're back. Okay, so very excited about this Chat and Win. You guys have the opportunity to be chosen for the Moo Notebook. Oh, there's a lot of tracks and a lot of pads and a lot of mice. I'm a mouse girl, man. Look at all this. Yes. Michaela, mouse. Michaela's my people.
Mouse.
You're like, let me win.
I'm so curious.
I like that the inside of this is green, so you can't see
you can't
the green
see it.
screen. It's like, what's going on in there? You get a notebook with all of this stuff in it. There will be a winner of the Moo Notebook, and it is a hardcover for heroes, which, again, they are for writing and occasional wistful distance gazing. I like that copy. It's super
so
fun.
good. It's
I know.
very, like-
It's a beautiful notebook, and Moo is super awesome to support us and all of that. And they also, they create really good business cards. Oh, Daniela
their business
Walker
cards.
Reed. Congratulations, you are the winner of the Moo Notebook with case.
Enjoy it.
Yes, for those of you who didn't win, Moo is giving us 10% off if you go to moo.com/Adobe Live. You can do anything you want on Moo, and your first order will be 10% less, which is awesome. Highly recommend using that code.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I might use
Thanks,
it.
Moo. Oh, yeah, you should. That's what we win. We win a discount, too.
Yeah.
And friendship.
For life. We have the same
Oh, yeah, same spot.
Same spot.
I like that. We're so cool. We're twinning out today.
for real.
I love it. Oh, this is fun. So did you name your tiki guy?
I should
Did you ever name your illustrations, like, while you're working on them? Like, truck
sometimes.
thing
Truck
or
thing.
other truck.
I mean, the cannabis named itself.
Itself, yeah, totally.
I like to. It's weird. This is kind of strange, but sometimes I like gender my illustrations.
Ooh, yeah.
Like when I post about it, I'm like this guy or this little fella.
Yeah, that's
and
like naming it.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
this little lady right here.
I love it. This little lady. This nubbin.
Yeah, the nubbin.
Yeah. That was really funny. I'm like, oh, yesterday.
Oh, yesterday.
If you guys missed yesterday's show, it was great. We had a lot of really fun things come apart where we're like, oh, nubbins are technical terms for radii.
They are for me.
Yeah. Oh, Keita Jones says, oh, he looks like an Otis.
I could see that.
Or Michaela says, Harry the Hurricane. These are all really
Ooh.
funny.
Well, actually, while y'all are on your like creative mind path,
Yes.
I was actually hoping to see if anyone could come up with a tagline.
Oh, perfect time, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to eventually have this guy incorporated with the logo and some type. I was thinking, I'll type it out.
Voodoo Val says he looks like a Mongo to me. It's
Oh,
like Mongo.
Mongo Man.
Mongo Man.
I like that.
I like that too.
Exotic food and drinks.
Perfect. So we have a working tagline, but you're looking for other suggestions.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was thinking that
I love
would
this.
blow
Chat loves
you
getting involved.
away.
They're going to help you with your stuff. This is so much fun.
So this is what I was thinking because it's like, you know, blow you away, hurricane.
Yes.
Blah.
Ooh, yeah. Think hurricane, guys.
Yeah, so I like to, you know, get a little punny or like kind of like have
Yes.
a wink and nod to it.
Ooh, that's good.
So that was my my sort of first stab at like
Exotic
thing.
food and drinks that'll blow you away. Amazing.
Yeah. So if you guys think of anything,
Yes, type it in there. This is when the chat starts to go out of hand and gets amazingly
this
fun.
just goes way too fast.
Yeah.
This is
So good. So we have the ticker up on the screen. The portfolio submission deadline has begun.
Right.
We have 55 minutes, so if you guys have a portfolio and you're interested in being subjected to awesome criticism, then that means that you should enter. And what you can do is go to the tab on the right of the screen next to the video that you're watching, and there is a little section that says portfolio review. There is a submission form, so you can click on that link and submit your portfolio, and hopefully, if you're lucky, 2 of you will get chosen, and Lauren will give you a review right around 11 a.m., so that's in an hour. So right now you can be hurrying and gussing up your portfolio. Yeah. Oh, Joshua Swanson says, drunk like a hurricane. Monir says, unleash your craziness.
Nice.
These are fun, you guys. Keep them up. Ooh, Anila says, drink up a storm.
I like that.
That is good.
Drink up a storm.
Yes, that's
Kinda
really
feel
good.
that,
Yeah. Oh, Hypno, not just a tropical breeze. That's good too. All of these are great. We can make pins.
Yeah.
And when I say we, I mean you. I'm your sidekick. I'm like, we're making pins.
We're making pins. Find them on typograph.com.
Yes. Oh my gosh, you're gonna have to sell a lot of pins because people are gonna be like, oh. So good.
All right, so it's funny when you have a line that takes you all the way down and around back to the like you kind of don't expect it. It's like a little maze. Yeah.
It is. I also think it's cool that you're doing them in these separate lines because you can then adjust them if you need to.
Yeah. Well, and because eventually this is going to be filled in, but if I did that right now, it would be.
Exactly.
But you can kind of see where it's going, and
again, that's why the process of the Adobe Capture is good for certain things like textures, at least for this process, but the process you're creating will help you to dimensionalize it, which is your own process.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ooh, Rob says the perfect storm of food, libation, and fun.
Ooh, I like the phrase perfect storm a lot.
Yeah. Drink up a storm. Drench your palette.
Drench your palette.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So
Y'all.
good.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Niladri asks, is there a way to do a symmetrical or mirror style illustration? Yes, there is.
There is. I don't know if you have like a secret tip.
I don't
trick.
have a secret tip or trick. Do you?
If
I'm like, are you gonna teach this one?
if
Ooh.
I wanted to do, oh, that was not.
I was like, what's
You're
that? I
what
was
is
like,
this?
animation. I'm like, ooh, moving objects, shiny.
Okay, so this is sort of how I would do it, I guess. I would center
yes.
this.
Half and reflect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I would actually make a shape and pathfinder this out. I don't know if this is how other people do it.
I think this is. Yeah, this is how I would do it.
And then you reflect that and
Amazing.
there you go.
There we go. Perfectly symmetrical.
Yeah, so since this is sort of the like loosey-goosey illustration
Yeah.
style, I'm gonna keep it.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think
yeah.
he was curious as far as like, how could he do that?
Yeah, but
They're like, teach us, Lauren.
I love like using symmetrical shapes and stuff to get like a balance in a project, and the reflect tool is
Yeah, totally.
excellent that way.
Kerwin says slurricane. Oh, Kerwin.
I'm
you
still
kill.
leaning towards perfect storm.
Oh yeah, perfect storm
What
is
was
great.
the other one?
I'm gonna look through because there was some really good ones. Let's see.
I feel like I should write these down.
Yeah, right. All right, going back up to tagline. Let's see, drench your palette.
Drench your palette.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. Let's write these down.
Unleash your craziness. Let's say, not just a tropical breeze. Drink up a storm.
Palette. A-T-E.
Palette.
Wow. Wait.
Yeah.
Is that how you
That's
spell
the one
palette?
thing. Adobe doesn't auto spell check for you.
Oh,
I'm
actually-
like, they do, but
Control-I, but
yeah, it is how you spell it.
okay.
But
Cool.
not sure if that's the right context.
Yeah.
P-A-L-E-T-T-E.
Well, actually, if Isn't it? Yeah, whatever.
We're gonna have a spelling show
We're not
later.
gonna do this. I'm usually pretty good at spelling.
We're like palette. I'm like, I am
Palette.
not the one that's good at spelling.
I feel like taste palette is the
different
A,
than painter's palette.
Yeah, swatches and
Yes.
other palettes. I don't know. I'm like turning beet red because I'm like, I should know the answer to this.
You look great. I wouldn't be able to tell that you're B-Rad. I'm like, if you are, then I am. We're twins.
Twins for the day.
Yes. I think those were the fun ones.
Drench.
Exotic drinks to drench your palate.
I do like. I'm like, how would you spell it, sir?
Oh, Palate is
Okay.
the food kind. Thank you, Michaela.
All right, that's the
Michaela
one I
for the
had.
win. Woohoo! Good. I was like the TTE. I was like, let's paint.
Well, I mean, that. Of course, we're gonna think that.
That's all I think. Great.
All right.
Yeah, I like that. That one's fun. So good, guys. Nice. Oh yeah, and then there's another palette. Keita reminded us, the palette that you ship things on, like shipping palette. That's Pallet. Oh my gosh, English language, so complicated.
That was why I was doing that.
Again,
Yeah.
so complicated. We should have one word to save it all. Like Lord of the Rings style.
One word to bind them.
Yes.
I was like, I
yes,
would continue
okay,
the rest of it, but I'm not gonna embarrass myself.
I was like,
right
oh
now.
no, we're good. I'm like, yeah.
You're like, go
we
for
were
it.
Frodo out on you guys.
Yeah, my mom is probably the biggest Lord of the Rings nerd.
Really?
That
That's
you
so
could
cool.
meet. Yeah, she's read it. She read it to us when we were kids.
Oh, that's cool.
She did all the like troll voices and stuff.
Oh my god, what a cool mom.
Yeah,
cool
she's-
mom alert.
She's probably watching right now too.
Oh, hey mom.
What's up, mom?
What's up? Yeah, who else do you know that's watching? Let's shout out.
Oh man,
Mom?
Let's
Is
see.
dad watching? Is sisters watching?
Most likely.
Yes. Hey family. What's up, Griffin?
Hello, people I know.
Do you guys ever watch the Harry Potters?
Oh yeah,
Are you Gryffindors? Because you're Griffins?
Oh, I'm a Ravenclaw.
Oh, I'm Voldemort. What is he?
Slytherin.
Yeah, I'm
Oh my
Slytherin.
God.
100% Slytherin.
You know what? I like that though.
Yeah,
because like it's not
At
actually
first
a
I was
negative thing.
surprised and I was like, no, I'm not Slytherin. Then like 30 seconds later I was like, oh no, that makes total sense.
Well,
I
yeah,
am
it's all
Slytherin.
about ambition and like that's great.
And
Like
snakes.
yeah.
Ambition
just
and
like,
snakes. Yeah. But plus, Slytherin, Snape, he ended up being really cool. So
Yeah.
I'm going to be like more Snape-like.
Snape like.
Slytherin Snape. I don't even know. But I love that guy.
Yeah, no.
Slytherin! Yes! I was like, it kind of goes
I'm
with
just
my
like,
evil side.
What house are you at? No.
Yeah, now what house are you? Yes, tell us. So wait, you're Ravenclaw?
Yeah.
That's cool. I don't know much about them.
They're more bookish.
Oh, got it. Yeah, I'm definitely not Ravenclaw.
Well, it's
I'm not Gryffindor either, or Hufflepuff. What's the one that Harry is?
He's a Gryffindor.
He's Gryffindor, yeah.
Yeah, it's all about bravery. I just reread all the books too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to read them. I've never read them. I was waiting until I forgot everything about the movies, which is kind of coming up soon in my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the fourth book was my favorite. I'm
Yeah?
like, we're having a Harry Potter
Oh, I love it.
discussion
Well,
right now.
yeah, as we should. I mean, you're doing vector. This is what you would normally do in your workday.
Yeah, just sort of tune
Yeah.
everything else out.
Because when you're illustrating at home and you're doing your thing, or at a coffee shop, or in the desert, or wherever you are, what do you usually do like in your background?
A lot of music, like a lot of music, and occasionally podcasts.
Ooh, yeah.
But it's
Too demanding.
well, yeah. Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll get too into the podcast and I'll just sit there and be like, wow.
Yeah, right.
And then
You're
I'm
like,
just
huh.
like, wait, back to it.
You're like, this ethics and morality podcast is quite good. You're like, I think I need to stop.
You're like, maybe not.
yeah, totally.
Yeah. What do you?
Mostly music, sometimes podcasts. I was really into that side armchair expert
Ooh.
with Dax Shepard. He's really funny.
I have not heard of that one.
He just interviews other famous people, and he does it from his upstairs loft in his house.
That's awesome.
And he's like, yeah, because he's a pretty cool dude.
He's just like, welcome to my home.
Yeah, and he's
Let's
really
have a combo.
like just extremely approachable and humble, and kind of self-deprecating in some ways. So I thought it was fun.
I identify with that.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, I identify with you. I'm gonna listen to you while I work.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I sometimes listen to the podcast. This one's kind of creepy. It's called "And That's Why We Drink," which
I've heard of that one.
it's great.
Yes.
It's kind of freaky.
Is it historic? Like reference, like
It
Wikipedia
actually is,
style?
It's two girls who are actually LA locals.
Yes.
And they're talking about paranormal stuff and murder stories.
Totally
So,
normal chit chat during illustration time.
But they're really funny. That's like the cool part.
Yeah, right?
Not to be a damper on this, but they're really funny about it, and they're also really horrified. So you get to share that feeling with them.
Yeah, you're like, me too.
Yeah, you're like, this is really terrible, and I can't believe it actually happened.
Yeah.
I'm going to go cry.
Yeah, you're like, I'm gonna cry a little bit, wipe my eyes, and then come back to this illustration.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, thanks for blurring my illustration process. Absolutely love it.
I can't see the artboard.
I love it. So funny. Yeah. Ooh, and Anila jumped in. She was like, The Order of the Phoenix is her favorite book. Yes.
Ah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yes.
I actually kind of liked the this time around when Harry got a little angsty in the books. I was just like, I get it more now that I'm a curmudgeonly adult.
Yes, you're like, I'm an adult now.
When I was a kid, I was just like, why is
these
he
books
being
have been around
mean to
forever.
everyone?
Yeah, right? And I'm always like, he's wasting time being nice.
Yeah. He should be trying to get
I was like, he
everything
needs to be
can.
more realistic about this.
Oh, man. Mad respect for Slytherins, whatever.
So funny. I don't know what this means, but someone says Lauren is a pent tool master.
Oh, pen tool.
Pen tool. Oh, pen tool.
Pen
I was like, is that a Harry
What
Potter
is the
reference?
pen tool?
I was like, is this a Ravenclaw thing? I didn't know.
Hey, it might be, I guess.
It might be.
So we're
Oh, it
starting
looks
to
so
see.
cool.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna.
Harry the Hurricane,
Yeah,
or one of the other names.
I liked Harry the Hurricane.
He's
I
kind of
thought that
funny.
was
It's cute. Yeah.
He's a little smooth for being Harry, but
Yeah. Right.
you know.
Oh, Harry. Keita's asking what your favorite Harry Potter character is.
Ooh.
Mine's Professor Snape.
Yeah, I like Snape.
He's my favorite. Alan Rickman is like my favorite.
Oh,
You know, R.I.P.
That was a sad, sad day.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Jinx, you owe me a Harry Potter book.
Hey, I'll make good on that.
You're like, yeah.
A favorite character. Why am I doing this in Phil?
You're like, that's tough. Snape, man.
I really like Dumbledore.
Ooh, yeah, he's good.
I know it's super, just of course everyone likes Dumbledore.
No,
He's
of course everybody likes Harry. I mean, like,
and old.
Dumbledore is not the obvious choice.
Yeah. I don't like the actor that they chose for the second book. I hate saying negative things like that.
No, that's real.
For
you
for
read the
third
book.
movie. Yeah.
So it's different when you have that book knowledge, you know?
Well, because he's super, super warm in the book, and I feel like the way that they portrayed Dumbledore in the movie is a little harsh. He picks Harry up at one point, and I was like, Dumbledore wouldn't
You're like,
do that.
he would
You guys
never
don't
do
know
that.
him.
I love it. You're like,
Yeah.
he would never.
He would never lay
So
a
funny.
finger on a student.
Jordan Crawford says that you are the pen wand master.
Oh, goodness.
That is so good.
Not to be confused with the wand tool.
Oh, yeah. Different. You're like, I'm not a pen wand master, but if your wand was a pen,
Oh, yes.
yes.
It would-
So
It
good.
would
Pen
have a
lord.
Phoenix core, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm really showing my true
You
colors.
are. I was like, you are nerding out over there.
I can't help it. I have nothing but sci-fi artwork in my
Right?
house.
Oh, I
and,
love this. This is so cool. We're gonna do an expose on Lauren in her house later, so follow along.
Yeah.
We're gonna be like, it's like, what is that? Cribs? The show Cribs?
Oh yeah, cribs. Only it's gonna be
Designer Cribs.
my little apartment in Echo Park with just all
You're
of
like,
my
"What's
collectible Star Wars posters.
Yes.
Which actually, they're not like the movie poster kinds.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys have ever been to Mondo Tees,
Ooh, no. Don't even know it.
it's they make sick movie posters. They have like amazing artists who guest and like create these movie posters for their events.
So cool.
Have you been to the Alamo Draft House?
Yes.
It was their sort of.
So they're partnership?
They're partners.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that's so cool.
Y'all should look up the Mondo stuff.
We have an Alamo Draft House here.
Really?
Yeah, it's new. It's been there for maybe 2 or 3 years, so fairly new, I think, for the city. It is awesome, and I love their the way that they do their own non-advertising advertising.
Yeah,
it's so cool.
Totally,
yeah.
And I love their no talking in a movie policy.
Yes, I do too. They're like, we will kick you out physically, and I'm like, oh, that's dangerous. Like, I will be quiet.
You're like, I'm not going to open my phone. That's great.
How do you spell it? Is it Mondo?
D-O,
and
yeah.
then Tees, like t-shirt?
I don't know if it actually is Mondo Tees anymore. It used to be when it was.
Douglas Allen put it up there. Thank you, Douglas.
Oh, thank you.
Mondo
yeah,
Tees.
it's Mondo. But they have just incredible posters, and it's so inspiring.
Yes. Voodoo Val was like, did somebody say Star Wars?
Oh no. I'm just like, should we like keep it to just Lord of the Rings and
just
Harry Potter?
and yeah, LOR.
But yeah, I have a Gronk the Power Droid
oh my God. That's really funny.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
I
was
that's
always
the
into the Ewoks. My
Same.
cousin was the coolest growing up. Her dad created this Ewok, like, tree fort kind of thing because they lived in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. So they tied
cool.
ropes from tree to tree, and you would be able to like hop off their back deck and like scale ropes from tree to tree and climb down.
It
was like
gotten out of that.
No, we didn't either. We would just play in the woods, but like in the air, like Ewoks. It was our Ewok like sanctuary.
That's so cool. My
was
sister
really
and I
cool.
used to pause the movie to like count all of the baby Ewoks because
my
they
gosh,
were so
they're so
cute.
cute. They're like, kind of like gremlins, but the cute ones, like gizmos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
We're getting there. It's a little smooth at the bottom, but
No problem, Val. She's
we'll
like,
fix
you
that.
read it like I wrote it. I'm like, yeah, I'm a phonetic reader.
Behold.
Yes, behold. Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. Too funny.
Indeed.
Oh, I really like how he's coming together. His nose looks very structured, kind of like the Easter Island guys.
Yeah.
Which I think he is, right? That's what they're modeled at, these little tiki guys.
It's modeled after Polynesian gods.
Oh, cool. I love that you know the history on this.
Yeah.
See, designers do their research. We're not just pretty
Always
faces.
do your research. I can actually tell you about some of the tiki
tell us.
beginnings. It was all started by a guy called Don the Beachcomber.
Ooh.
That was not his name. He actually changed his
nickname?
name to Don Beach later on after he opened the first Tiki Bar
What a
in
cool dude.
1934.
Ah.
But it was because he had like traveled across the world and he loved the tropical like vibes of
Yeah.
Polynesia, and he wanted to create a bar that like was an ode to that.
How cool. Where was he from?
He was from Texas and he opened it in
So
Los
it's like your
Angeles.
people.
Yeah. No,
You're like,
saw that and I was just like, oh my God, it's
You're like,
me.
yeah, it is you. Your kinship. Maybe you're like related somewhere down the line. You know, you like share a
Maybe.
bloodline.
I mean, clearly he was extremely eccentric because
Clearly
like,
you're related.
Exactly. He's probably just like, well, Polynesian gods.
Yeah. He's like, oh, is that a hurricane bar? I like that.
Yeah.
Totally.
But yeah, so he created like most of the like hardcore tiki drinks, like the core drinks.
Cool.
Like the zombie was created by him. Although
No way.
there's a guy, Pat O'Brien, he also takes credit for it. So
Too funny. Do they have like a riff in the tiki world?
I don't actually know, but I
Yeah.
feel like it's more like tiki fans.
I'd
kind
watch
of
this documentary, by the way.
buttheads.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
That's so funny. See, I think that's one of the points about good design. Again, it's not just the details of the physical visualization, but it's also the background and knowing where it's coming from.
Yeah.
That makes you a stronger designer, and also you understand, you know, why you're creating what you're creating, because there was this following or there was this, you know, history behind it.
Yeah, context is everything.
Context is everything. One of my friends yesterday posted on LinkedIn, they were like, do you like A, this logo that's just presented like the logo, or do you like B, the logo presented on the box with some like paraphernalia around it. I'm like, obviously everybody likes B.
Obviously packaging.
Because it's in context.
Yeah.
And then you understand why the logo looks the way it does.
Exactly.
Yeah. So good. Because I think that's, in general, in life, context wins every single battle.
Yeah.
Because when things are out of context, it just doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense.
Right?
No.
Like if you listened to us talking about Harry Potter earlier, you'd be like, why am I watching a design show?
Yeah.
And they're talking about Harry Potter. I'm like, well, it was in context.
It was in context of our personal houses.
Exactly. Like, well, if you like rewind back, you'll know why.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Don't
again,
judge
watch
us.
the full show, everybody. And if you missed yesterday,
We're not obsessed with cake. It
no,
just happened.
it just happened. It happened. Exactly. Like today, we're obsessed with Harry Potter.
Indeed.
Obsessions are real.
I'm digging his like dark eyeliner feel. Just like
Yeah.
I woke up like this.
Yeah. You're like
Too many tiki drinks last night.
Uh-huh. I think that like you feeling that you went to the Tiki Bars.
Oh no, I had two. I made
No, you're
sure
like, you
that
were
I was
fine.
like
Yeah, no,
up
you
and-
seem very chipper. I was like, I know you didn't have too many, but he did.
Oh, he definitely
Harry the
did.
Hurricane, he's like, I'm always drunk. So funny. Oh, Raul Giz says hurricanes at Pato O's is no joke. So he knows Pato.
Cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I think he created the hurricane drink.
Yeah.
So thank you for that.
Yes, that's so cool. And then that means that what's his name? Don Beach created the zombie.
He created the zombie, which his Tiki Bar wasn't super popular until the Hurricane Bar opened at the 1939 World's Fair, which is why I chose this name.
You're so cool. I love this. Like every single thing that you're saying is like even more deep.
Well, someone actually took his recipe for the zombie drink to the World's Fair and brought it to the Hurricane Bar, and people loved the kitschy aspect of it because, like...
Yeah, they'd never experienced that before.
Yeah, and it put tiki on the map in the 40s and 50s, so...
Oh my gosh, that is so cool.
Yeah, which is also why I chose all of these examples, because they're all from, like,
maybe we
that
could actually
era.
look at that right now, because
Yeah.
I feel like that would be awesome for chat to see some of your references.
Yeah.
And why you're doing the tiki guy the way you're doing it.
Yeah, so there's a lot of this kind of the Polynesian god. He's everywhere. He's super cool. You just get this like wood texture, and then they
He
just
is
have-
everywhere, but I didn't even notice that the one below the Islander is also a tiki god.
Yeah,
It makes sense now.
yeah. So that guy's everywhere, and then you have a lot of expressive type. I love the ones where it's sort of cut out to look almost like wood, or like it's like in motion, something like that. Very expressive. You get a lot of like really fun scripts, like Breakers is like, love that thing.
Yes, Alexandra, this is her mood board. Lauren had put this together yesterday, and she explained the reasons of why she's doing what she's doing based on this paraphernalia from the 30s and 40s. 30s and 40s?
40s and 50s.
40s and 50s.
Because it wasn't popularized until after the World's Fair.
Got it. Yeah, because it was just Don Beach's
Yeah.
thing that he liked personally.
Yep.
So cool.
So, yeah, that's that. And
Oh,
back
I
to
love
this
it.
guy.
Yeah, you're like, that's that, and this is Harry.
Back to Harry.
Harry the Hurricane.
Let's get him some detail.
So cool. Oh my gosh. You guys have 30 minutes to enter your portfolios. I saw that Paul Alvarez the third,
Ooh.
because 1 and 2 were already taken. He put his portfolio up there, so I'm excited. Maybe we'll even see that today.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And apparently I'm supposed to be a little more ruthless today, so...
Well, I mean, that was just one person's request, so you do you.
Well, if that person's portfolio comes up,
Yeah.
there will be blood.
I love it.
Ooh.
Exactly. You'll be Slytherin.
Yeah.
And I'll have to be all like Gryffindor about it. I'll be like, no, guys, it's cool.
That's more Hufflepuff.
Oh, right, you're right. I'm getting them mixed up because I don't care.
Yeah, no.
I'm like, I just care about Slytherin. Obviously, I'm Slytherin.
Yep.
So funny.
And I keep doing this with fills. Sometimes I just get like so into the like drawing of it that I'm just like,
That's cool. It's cool to see it because those are his little eyebrow like wrinkles. You
Yeah.
can see that he's concentrating.
Well, and I like to actually reference like not just illustrations because I don't want to like reference
this is
someone
historical
else's,
though, so I think it's
So, I'll bring up examples like this that I pulled from the interwebs.
Right, so a physical form of the thing you're illustrating.
Actually, I might bring him in too. Just
Ooh,
so that
I like that one. His nose is funny.
His nose is super funny.
It's super
and
cute. It reminds me of a pug.
The palette is beautiful. It's not super appropriate for what I'm going for, but I love this photo.
I love that you've researched this enough to know where you're like, that palette is incorrect for the time period. And that's something that is really important because if you're just pulling one image as an illustrator, you could be like, well, that must be the palette.
Right.
But you've gone so deep that you know the background and you understand why the palette was the way it was, the color palettes of the 30s through 50s. Yeah. Gina asks a question. Are you drawing that only with the pen tool? Is there any way you could do it with the brush?
Yes, I could do it with the brush. I have done the blob tool before, and I'll probably be doing that for some of the like shapes in the background later on, probably tomorrow, because I have a feeling this guy's gonna take up most of our time. But I do usually like the plot points, being able to just sort of like draw out with Beziers everywhere, like everything that I'm kind of illustrating.
It's more controlled.
Yeah.
I think with the blob brush, or even with the brush tool, you have to go back and then adjust Beziers because you're not able to actually put it in the way you want it to.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anil's asking, what are your laptop specs? You're like Apple.
I'm just like, about this Mac. It's old.
I love it.
I got this when I was an intern back in school.
I love it, but you know what? It's not broken. It works. Knock on wood.
Yeah. It's had to have its like battery serviced and stuff, but it's a Retina MacBook Pro 15.
Yeah, it is. This is the Retina action.
Although I do have a couple of blown out pixels that drive me insane.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the worst. You can actually, that happened to me once. And I went into Apple and I had them reboot it and it went away.
Really?
It wasn't like a issue with the screen. It was like some sort of computer glitch.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
maybe
it is old. I'm not going to lie. I don't think that's your problem.
Yeah.
Because that's an old computer.
It's a super old computer. But
mine was a glitch.
I kind of have the same thing with like computers that I have with cars. I'm like, I'm going to drive you into the ground and then I'll get a new one.
Totally. Oh yeah, my mom taught me that lesson. She's like, use it until it's worn through, and
100%.
then replace it. Yeah, because otherwise, why bother?
Yeah, it's just like I could get like a shiny new. I do have a desktop computer that I actually don't use as much because a lot of the time I'm working on the go.
Yeah.
But it's nice to have like the cloud and I can put all my files on that computer.
Ooh, I love
and then
that,
I have this like large screen and I'm kind of just like, whoa, I forgot
Totally.
what it feels like.
Yeah.
So a lot of the lines on this side are going to be a little heavier because I wanted like a dark shadow
So cool.
going through on this guy.
That's another thing that you can control manually when you're doing illustration in this process because you may have drawn it in a way that you can see your lines, but now that you're in there and you're making these, custom choices, you're like, this is the side that I want to make thicker.
Yeah.
So that's another great example of, taking your drawing in and using it as trace and putting it on a background layer versus just using Adobe Capture or Live Trace.
Exactly.
Because you have more control.
Yeah, and sometimes I would do lines
Hey, Ryan
like
Ford!
this.
He's like, I'm late to your party. I'm like, yeah, you are. Rude.
We've been having a good
Next time, be on time, Ryan.
So sometimes I also use this
cool.
stroke.
Yes.
So I feel like that might be appropriate for that one. I just sort of mix and match until I feel like everything's working for myself.
Yeah, I like that. I also will occasionally, I learned when Elena Louise was on, she uses the line width tool, which I love.
I love that
I
tool.
just used that over the weekend for a label that I was making. I was like, this needs something different. I can't just have it be, monoline.
Yeah.
So I used the line width tool to make some variations and it was awesome.
Sometimes I forget that it's this guy.
one, yeah. And then you just click it and you can
I can just
yeah.
make this a
You can make it
little-
fatter in certain spots or thinner so he can be
So-
like grimacing. It's pretty cool, but that's more like a time-intensive aftermath kind of thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
like you get your lines in and then you go in and make it all warpy.
Yeah,
So that's a great trick.
I do really love
tool.
this tool.
But I'm like, all the tools are tricks to me.
yeah, but
Like, trick.
little
Yeah, it's a
trick.
cool tool if you're like not doing something so detailed.
Exactly.
If it's just one big line and you need to make it look natural, it's awesome. I wonder what music is playing.
Oh yeah.
I bet it's good. They usually have
Calming.
good music, yeah. It's like usually pretty fun and upbeat. Yes, Pokehan, I do have a Behance. I think it's my name. Either that or it's Arthchris. I think. You're like, I don't know. I'm like, hey, Paco, do I have a
Like,
Behance?
tell me about myself.
I'm like, well, that was awkward. Yes. Here we go. I will type in there, I do have a Behance.
And I'm saving this for.
And
the
that is
first
my
time.
Behance if you click on it.
Nice.
There we go. We have 24 minutes. Oh, good, you saved?
Yeah.
Love that. Vector always scary. You're like, oh, I
Yeah.
gotta save.
I this morning I think because this little fellow is aging, he woke up kind of grumpy, and I was just like, don't act up today. I need you.
Yeah, right? You're like, please don't.
Any other day, you can throw a tantrum.
I love it. They are like your people.
They are like little
You're
people.
like, he is throwing a tantrum.
Just like, buddy, we can't do this today. We've talked about this.
Right?
Professionalism.
You're like, mm-hmm. You're like, be on track.
Exactly. Ooh, pun intended.
Ooh, yeah. I didn't even realize that. That's how bad I am. That's how mom voice is inside me. I don't have kids, but I don't need them because I have mom voice.
Oh yeah. I feel like I have dad voice.
Oh, yeah,
Dad
totally.
jokes for life.
Oh, yeah. I'm always like, oh, that pizzazz.
So pizzazz.
Then my
So much
Midwestern
pizzazz.
root voice comes out, and I'm like, oh, no.
Oh no, don't
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, if I get around my sisters, it gets worse. And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, oh, I don't even know I sound like that.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh, that's kind of funny. Hi, Kushal. Welcome. Rachel Thomas, music is chill. She confirmed. She's like, music is chill. Yeah.
Good.
Super.
Jealous of y'all.
Who else is out there? Oh, Rasim is there. Hi, Rasim. Missed you. Yeah, I love the blowing umbrella. It's so cute.
Thanks. It's a nice, fun little touch.
So is anyone else working on illustration out there in chat? I'm curious if you're illustrating for work or for fun or following along and making your own Tiki Man. That would be cool.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Totally.
I'm going to.
Yeah, because if you're following Lauren on Behance, you can always send her your Tiki people in her message. So you can be like, hey, check it out. I followed along too. Ooh.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, right? Why not? New friends.
New friends, new Tiki friends.
I'm like, load your inbox. You're like, thanks a lot.
thanks so much.
Oh, it's so funny.
So we're getting pretty close with the
Yeah, and he looks
first
super
layer.
grimacy, which is awesome.
Yeah,
It really brings that forehead to life.
I love how angry they always look.
Yes.
They're just like,
They're deep in
drink
thought.
out of me.
Yeah, you did this to me. You turned me to stone. Oh, Rachel says she's illustrating for a logo there.
Cool.
Douglas is illustrating. Troy is working away. Anila's illustrating for freelance. Love this, guys. This is great.
Excellent.
Yeah. Oh, Raul's editing staff headshots. That's fun. Be like, I'm gonna make you look better.
Yeah.
I like you.
That's a good way to make friends at the office.
Right?
Make sure
You're
everyone
like, I
looks-
cleaned all of your imperfections away. And they're like, thank you. Troy said he found his new background podcast. I'm like, amazing.
All right.
Yeah, we'll replace Dex Shepard. We'll let him know. He'll be very pleased. He'll be like, yay, Amy Lynn, welcome. Good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Your mom is out there. And then who else? Anyone else that like from work that you know? You're like, is my mom out there? I'm like, no, I didn't see her.
Oh,
I
no,
just know. I know
I
in the
was like,
world. Like, oh, her name's Nancy? I love that name. My best friend is Nancy.
Not that I call her by her first name. I just feel like it would
Yeah,
be
right?
okay.
Like other people would. Nancy, if you're out there, please sign in and haze your daughter.
My roommate's probably watching.
Oh, fun.
But-
What's their name?
Her name's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle. Hey, guys. Ooh, Nathalie. Oh, Nathalie. Like Nathalie, like British. She's working on a logo for a side hustle. Love that.
Very nice.
Yeah, side hustles are the best.
They're the best.
They become real hustles, Natalie. Watch out.
And then you won't know what to do with your time.
Yeah, right? Ratika says, hi, Lauren.
Hey. It's so funny when I just look up without context and I'm just
Yeah,
like,
you're like, oh.
what are those?
Yeah, right? You're like, what are they
Sure.
saying? Ah. Too funny. How do we access past shows? Is it possible? Yes, Douglas Allen, it is possible. If you go to the live tab at the very top of Behance, you can scroll down, and when you're scrolling down, you'll see all, well, not all, but the most recent past shows. Another way to do it is to go on YouTube and type in Adobe Livestream or just Adobe Live, and you will get tons of shows coming up. It is just super jam-packed with lessons that you can watch, and it's amazing. And we have about 18 more minutes until we do portfolio reviews.
Cool.
So hopefully you guys are getting your submissions in there, and we're excited to see who's in. Yee.
Do, do, do. Every time.
You're like, every single time.
It's not even like a rule of thumb that you have to do it with strokes. It's just that I like to be able to see through.
I do
to
too. That's how I work.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to see the outside layer and then fill it in. Otherwise, it gets complicated. If you fill it in first, you're like,
Especially if you get that fill crossing.
Yeah, I don't
and
like
then you're
that.
Just like,
I'm
where
like,
do I
and then you have to
plot
go
you?
over and like select outline or stroke versus fill, and then you're like, oh,
And you're like, I could have
Yes.
saved myself time.
totally. Should have just started that way. Hassan Fazah says, are you using mousepad? Yes. Trackpad, mousepad, yes. Yes, yes, she is, and it is amazing.
And we're also going to be rounding corners on this guy later on, because that like chunky, it gives you that sort of ceramic feeling. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, there's no crisp lines when you have like glazed ceramic. So I feel like that's
Yeah, it's very like highlighted and it has that kind of shiny look to it, which
Yeah.
is cool. You can start to see that with the way that you're doing the thicker lines on the right are filled in.
yeah.
Jordan Crawford says, Lauren just works so fast. Agreed.
Thank you. Well, we are on a time crunch, so
You're like, it's real.
just like I like got a ton of coffee this morning. We're rolling.
Yeah, right? Oh, I love it. People are connecting out there. Rasim and Monir are like, hey guys, what's up? Long time no see. I love chat when chat engages with other chat. It's great. Everybody out in chat is a friend.
Well, because everyone has something in common. They're all here.
Right? Yeah, exactly. We're all here.
Right.
Oh yeah, Kushal wants to see how fast you are on the trackpad. He's like, can we see the trackpad working? We want to see Lauren's hands go
My little
trackpadding.
hands.
Yeah. Oh wait, we'll do it like this.
Not upside down today.
Wait, is that? Yeah, it is upside down. Okay, go.
I'm going. Here
I'm
we
like, I'm
go.
gonna try and make it normal. This is harder than it looks, you guys. Check this out.
Ah.
Yeah. Super. I mean, that's real trackpadding right now. If you could only see what we're seeing. So fun. That was all for you, Kushal. All for you.
Cue Janet
Paul
Jackson.
Alvarez is still thinking about your trucks, by the way. He's like, I still can't believe the quality of those trucks.
Oh.
It takes Lauren 3 hours. Is that trackpad works so good?
It depends on the truck, though, because sometimes...
Depends on the truck.
Yeah, sometimes I'll have, like, tire treads to do, and those alone can take 3 hours.
Man.
But, yeah, it's one of those commitments that you're kind of like, all right, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna hunker down and like focus.
Chris Bernay's out there. Chris was a guest on the show not too long ago.
Oh, excellent.
And his keyboard was so worn through. His actual keys were worn through.
I've seen like...
And I was like, oh my God, you guys have to see this. This is insane. He's like, that keyboard looks way better than mine. I'm like, yes, any keyboard looks better than yours, Chris. Any keyboard.
And this is an ancient
yeah,
thing.
I know, right?
Although you can kind of see that
You're like, I have soft fingers.
I like...
Yeah.
It's a little dance.
Yeah,
you know?
Totally. You're like, I'm a delicate pianist.
I do have this kind of crazy tendency to deselect. Like I have the hotkey for deselect. It's Command-Shift-A, and I deselect like it's just a thing that I have to do. I'm just like
I gotta do it
all the time.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's kind of my key to working a little faster.
I like that. I like that a lot. Chris is like, I'm still using that laptop. It's still worse. I'm like, yes. So funny.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's true.
Let's make this a little fun.
Everyone is really like impressed and amazed by your trackpad skills. So I'm like, yes.
Excellent.
Totally. Hi, Mikhail. Welcome. I'm so excited for portfolio review.
Yeah. Be a fun time for everybody. All right. Get in there. Time flies when you're doing this too.
Right? When you're having tiki.
Having a little chi-chi. Well, that's the name of the drink.
I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
You're like,
anymore,
what are you talking
Yeah, I was
about?
like, what are we doing? I was like, are we? I was like, tiki, zombie, hurricane, yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, I like
chi-chi
his
is
little
also-
nose bumps.
Yeah, I love that they just get to have all of these layers and just fun bits.
Yeah.
All right, let's bring him over here for now. See what's up. He's getting close.
cool, yeah. I love it. Oh, yeah, I know. It's like, this little guy's looking good. So good.
So good.
And Mohammed really likes that you didn't make it a perfect circle for the mouth.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree.
Somebody noticed.
You're like, oh, you get me. Too funny.
Yeah, a lot of the time, the ceramics that they used in like the original Tiki Bars, they're extremely imperfect because they provided like plaster casts so that people could make their own. And those are all kind of collectibles now. But yeah, so
I've seen those at like antique shows.
Yeah, if you ever go to a Tiki Bar and they're serving out of plastic, it's not a real Tiki Bar.
No, you're like, that's not real. It has to be ceramic.
Yeah.
Jessica Craney asks, do you ever use the pencil tool?
No.
That's so funny. I don't know why, but it just is. You're an illustrator.
Yeah,
You're like, no, I use a real pencil and then I use this
Yeah,
tool.
I have strange
I like it.
strange working ways, but you know, it
I
works
like
for
it
me.
a lot.
So
Hey, Mitten.
I actually don't know much about the pencil tool.
It's just a pencil.
Yeah, that's
I mean, like, how ordinary when you can use a pen.
yeah, exactly. The permanence of pen.
Yeah, right?
Commit to your life.
You're like, I am making this my mark.
But yeah.
Penpermanence.com. I'm going to buy that URL. I'm sure it exists.
Pen permanence. I feel like you could probably find that.
Probably, yeah. Totally.
Although like every .com is taken at
It
this
is.
point.
It's true. Anila asks, what other Adobe softwares are you familiar or proficient with?
I use InDesign occasionally for layouts and Photoshop. I was trying to learn
Yeah.
After Effects for a bit. I've made like 1 or 2 small animations,
Fun.
but
I love
it's,
After Effects.
I have a lot to learn.
I do too. It's
Yeah.
just a giant hole that I have not yet
Filled.
been able to fall into.
Yeah,
I'm like, I'm
exactly.
afraid because once I go in, there's no coming out.
Well, there's something about like opening a program and feeling like you're lost in a forest and being like, which way is out?
Totally, and every time you like do a command, you're like, I just closed a window and I don't know why.
Yeah,
Or how.
yeah.
Do you get that a lot? I'll do the Command W on accident and then everything is
Totally.
broken.
I do Command D in Photoshop accidentally
Yes.
just without thinking because I'm trying
Yeah.
to repeat the step.
Totally.
And
And it does not work the same.
and that's just my own like brain not switching.
I'd kind of like deep down, there's a piece of me that's very OCD that wants all of the key commands to be shared across all the programs.
I've been saying this for years.
But then I'm like,
But then-
you can't do that because there's so
No,
many
it's
key
impossible.
commands.
It's literally impossible.
Yes. So what I equate designers to is like master pianists because we can play 2 different things at the same time, you know, 2 hands doing different things. And then you get even more complex because we're doing different commands with 2 hands in different software.
Yeah. Yeah.
What?
It's true.
Yeah, we're like masters designers.
I mean,
You're welcome, y'all.
I'll take it.
I y'alled you.
All y'all.
Yeah.
I kind of like that. So it's weighted at the bottom.
I like it. That's his like chubby little legs.
Yeah.
He's like, they're stuck in there somewhere and these are my big toes.
There we go.
Arlie's asking, what kind of music do you listen to while you work?
Let's see. Recently I've also been listening to a lot of Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
And then I'm wearing a band t-shirt right now.
Oh, cool.
They're an Oakland band.
What band?
They're called Fearing. It's
Oh.
like post-punk goth.
I really like your band choices. They're nothing I've heard of.
Yeah.
Except for Alice in Chains, of course.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
it's cool because it's new music for me to look up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Chelsea Wolfe too.
Oh.
She's pretty.
I feel like I've heard of her.
Yeah, she's excellent. Her latest album was like my favorite thing ever. She actually for the vinyl, she hired someone to do hair typography. So it's like, you know when you have like hair in a drain?
Yeah.
They like side A is like made out of hair and they have someone credited as a hair typographer and I
So
think that's
cool.
hilarious.
Hair typographer, which
Yeah.
is just typographer.
Goals.
Yeah, total goals. That's like nail polish namer.
Right?
I'm like, I want to name the lipsticks for NARS. Like,
That would be
that will
so
be
much
something
fun.
that I will be part of at some point. I'm like,
Manifest it.
Yes, I'm manifesting it. So good.
But yeah, I'd love to hear what y'all listen to when you're
Yeah.
working too.
Oh, Keita loves Lane Staley.
Lane, yeah, the singer.
Got it. I was
Or
like, am I
Alice in
saying
Chains.
this right?
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
funny because
I never know the names unless they're dead.
I embarrassed myself recently because I always thought it was Lance Daly because someone
Oh.
said it like all funny when I first heard it, and I was like, oh,
You're like,
I'm
Lance
an
Staley.
idiot.
Well, that makes sense because it's Lane Staley.
Yeah, so
Lane
it's like it all
Staley,
runs
Lance
together.
Staley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never like read the name, so
Yeah. That's funny.
embarrassing stuff.
I like those kinds of embarrassing things, though.
Yeah,
They make everything real.
we're only human.
Yeah, only. I mean, that we know of. Unless this actually is the Matrix, and in that case, It's
then
real,
we're
guys.
then we're pod humans.
Yeah, totally. Although I do see my extras repeating a lot in the world when I travel places. I'm like, this is strange. My extras are now in this country that I'm in. Strange.
It's a glitch in the matrix.
It's a glitch in the matrix, yes.
I'm actually really stoked the 20-year anniversary. Yes. I can't believe it's been 20 years. I saw that in theaters when I was a kid.
Me too. And I was really into like the long black trench coats and like
slicked back hair.
Yes.
Those like terrible 90s
do you watch Broad
sunglasses.
City?
Yes.
Okay, did you see the last one where Alana was dressed in Matrix clothes?
I haven't, but
okay,
that's
you're gonna
amazing.
love it. And she did like a flip backwards in the episode that was obviously fake, but awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, I want that.
That's so cool.
So good. Oh, Billie Eilish, yes. Billie Eilish is good. Elderbrook, Kings of Leon, Deadmau 5. Hans Zimmer. Yeah, maybe Deadmau5. So many good bands.
Yeah.
There's just so much more now, and especially with Spotify, it's unstoppable.
Completely. It's crazy.
I often listen to a lot of old jazz, like Benny Goodman.
I listen to a lot of oldies music, like Etta James
me too, yeah.
Patsy Cline.
Yeah, or
Patsy
classical.
Cline is my,
I'll listen to, like, it really depends on the day.
Jan
I will listen.
Tiersen.
Yes,
Love him.
Love him. Oh, and Johnny Greenwood, who is part of Radiohead, but also does classical soundtracks.
Very cool.
Insanely talented person. Yes.
All right.
The Phantom Thread soundtrack is one of my favorites.
I'll look that up for sure.
Yeah, it's really good. And Tom York did the Suspiria soundtrack.
Yes.
Which is insanely awesome. Everything's insane.
Everything's crazy.
It is. I was like, Suspiria! And then I like throw up a little bit because I'm so terrified by that movie.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, you should see the original first.
I started it. I'm a wuss.
It's terrifying.
I'm a wuss. I'm not a
Yes.
scary movie person. I like The Shining and like classical, like cerebral
Yeah, that's still scary.
ones. It's still scary.
Suspiria's on that level, but like more Hitchcockian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Hitchcock though.
Yeah, I do too. Rear Window is still so scary.
Oh, so
and same with, The Birds, Vertigo, all of them.
Yep.
Big fan. And the design was so good.
Have you ever heard of I Confess?
No.
It's one of his black and white movies.
Ooh.
Little known, and it's about a preacher who someone confesses to a murder, like to him
Right.
in confession, and because
He's in confession. He has
priest.
oath. Yeah.
Yeah, and then he pins the murder on the priest, and he has this like moral.
By the way, spoiler alert.
No, that's all in the beginning. And
got it. You're like, no.
It's like because like
Well,
you have to,
nothing
like,
can be
set it
spoiled
up.
in Hitchcock. It's all the scenes that are like
Yeah.
scary. You're like, I didn't even need to know. You can know
You're
the
like,
end,
this
but
is so nerve-wracking.
yes. That's how I feel about the Rear Window. I'm like, it's just so nerve-wracking. I'm like, did they do it?
You're like,
Should they
who?
be watching?
What's going on?
Yes. It was like their voyeurism at the worst.
All right, so we've actually got all the
Oh,
outlines.
it looks so good, and this is great timing too, because we have a few minutes left, and then we're gonna hop into portfolio review.
Cool.
God, he
so
looks good.
I'm still actually editing some of these dark
Yeah,
lines.
well, that's great. We have a few minutes.
And I'm going to outline this a little more.
Yeah, this is super cool. Ooh, portfolio review. Doing it. Doing it. We're gonna review them.
Not too crazy. Actually, I might.
You can definitely see that there's some shade on him. I like it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I love his little round tummy.
I do too. He's like, ooh.
He's like, oh, I'm so full.
Yeah, he's like, I had so much tiki juice.
Tiki juice.
Yeah.
I had some brushes. Maybe I should do this later. I just get too excited and ahead of myself.
I
where
hear
I'm like,
ya.
I want a texture already.
Yeah. You have texture from this guy.
True. All right.
Nourish is asking, Lauren, will you add eyeballs?
I actually kind of like the glazed over effect that you have, and most tiki drinks don't have.
Oh yeah, eyeballs.
Don't
They're
have
usually
like the eyes.
closed.
Although
or-
this guy does. It looks like he's kind of like
yeah, but he doesn't
dots.
look really authentic.
yeah.
And he's
those
also
look
bright
like
yellow.
the party mugs that you buy at like Party
Yeah.
City.
You're like he's plastic, obviously not
you
real.
don't count. But yeah, so we'll add highlights that'll make that look like the ceramic.
Amazing.
So, yep.
So good.
All right, I'm going to commit to this guy and Pathfinder him together.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's nice to make a commitment to your
to your work. You're like,
it's
I'm
just
committing
like, this
to
is
you.
how much I care.
Yeah, I commit to you.
I choose you.
I love it. You're like, I'm just a designer standing in front of a tiki guy talking about what I choose.
That's awesome.
I know, right? Yeah, we like those movies. So fun. Yeah, so it's fun. We make our own music here.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like,
I'm probably ruining their music experience.
I'm sure. I love it. We have our own band.
Yeah.
We don't need music. We have a green room full of emptiness.
Exactly. That sounds so sad.
Doesn't it? Okay, it is time for portfolio review. I'm ready. Are we ready?
Totally ready.
Okay, let's do this.
All right,
We have two portfolios. Our first one is Mohammed Nasser, and he is from Alexandria, Egypt. All over the world. So
Wow.
cool.
It's cool.
So he says, hey, I'm a 16-year-old designer from Egypt. I like illustrating and making logos. Still a small designer, but hopefully I'm only going up. I love that sentiment. How positive.
Very positive.
Yes. So let's take a look. And 16 is like, that's young.
Yeah.
This is a lot of work for that young. Where do you want to start?
Well, I have a soft spot for hot sauce, so
There we go.
Spicy Bird.
Like Spicy Bird it is. All right. And feel free to drive if you want to drive too.
Oh, go for it.
Okay, I'll
It's
drive.
yours.
I'm like, you be my
I
passenger.
won't get my grubby little fingers all over.
Spicy Bird. It's a burger spicy food restaurant, and I made an identity and packaging for it.
Cool.
This is great. Ooh, I love the references. Mm-hmm. Bird, speed, spice.
Very cool.
Very, very cool. I think having that context, again, context is key. Oh, yeah.
Built out.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I would say for the speed lines, this is a personal preference. I would probably have the thick ones moving to thin, and just because it sort of tapers out that way, because it almost looks like he's stopping.
You're right. So just reversing those lines.
Yeah.
These ones right here. Perfect.
And
That's
I like
good
that he's
point.
wearing a little hat.
I do too. It's his little pepper cap.
Yeah. Peppa Cat.
Colors are right on.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Very
Yep.
cool.
Oh, yeah. I think that's the Big Mac, and I'm now hungry. Again, stop showing me food, you guys. This isn't fair.
I feel like that was
Yesterday.
my problem.
Yeah.
I did see a type error
Ooh, where?
available.
Oh, available. Yep. So check your work.
Yeah, I feel like just, having even a second pair of eyes on things sometimes will help.
Totally.
Because even if it's the coolest, sickest thing you'll ever make, one type thing your client will probably be like, "Ugh," or other
Other people will be like, oh, that's not
be
real,
like,
and I thought it was
sure.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love the little pepper hat.
Yeah.
He's super cute. Green burger. I would maybe differentiate these further, and I like how he has a Big Mac for real.
Yeah.
And say, if this is the green burger, maybe instead of yellow in the background or yellow back here, make it green. And the same thing with keeping this orange for cheese. Spice could be red, and Big Mac could be all sorts of colors, or maybe a pattern.
Or even in the green burger, if you wanted to, maybe bring in a green chili for the bird.
Ooh, yeah, totally.
If that's the spice that they're using.
Yeah.
Unless it's vegetarian, which it might
Got
be.
it.
It depends.
Fry boxes and cups.
Cool.
Feels right on. I love this. But again, yes, the lines, if they were changed, it would make him fly faster.
Agreed.
This is cool. Oh, thanks for watching. Yay.
Oh.
Will do.
Very nice.
All right, let's see another one. What's next?
What are you thinking? I kind of like the idea of the math drop.
Math drop. Let's do it. Math drop it is. Advanced math education. Boom.
Cool.
Math Drop is a math education station for students. It contains a lot of lessons and courses for each branch of mathematics. This is something I need. I was never very good at math.
Oh, I see. The X and Y.
Oh, yeah.
Because math.
Because math. Because math. Logo construction and save zone.
I like the use of the sum symbol for the M. I think that's cool. I think the spacing between Math Drop and Advanced Math Education can be worked a little. Like, I would bring the tracking in and maybe have it sort of housed on the inside a little bit, because it's kind of touching the P, which brings, like, there's a lot of tension in that part of the logo.
I agree. I really like the symbol, what you pointed out, but I didn't quite see it right away because of the little feet. So I would maybe go stronger with the symbol and just make it more geometric and get rid of the pen-like type.
Yeah,
just make it strong and own that strength.
Yeah, like sans serif maybe.
Totally. Make it all math-like, geometric. Cool.
Robotic.
All right.
Strong colors.
Strong colors. Oh, I like this. Let's see what this is. Portal of the Seven. Ooh.
That's cool.
Portal of the Seven Seas. This makes me think of some sort of book we might read. Yeah. You know, I'm like, well, when I was in the portal of the Seven Seas. Yes. I think I got really nerdy.
No, that was great.
This is cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
It's
a little ambiguous.
It's a, what is it called?
Sailing and sea travel.
Seven-sided polygon.
Oh, yeah.
And I like that it's kind of looking like a doorway, or like a portal of sorts.
Yeah. And that it's like diamond-esque. It feels like a gem or a jewel.
Yeah.
Which is very natural, like the sea. It would come from the sea.
I would say with the type, if you're going to go all lowercase, commit to that, or use a variation of the two. I can understand why you would want to capitalize the P, because it again would be trying to touch the lower type. But
yeah, I think that's a really great point, is to either be all uppercase, all lowercase, or all initial cap.
Yeah.
But it's sentence case right now, which it's not a sentence, it's a logo. So just those small little changes can make a world of difference.
Yeah, and I believe the 7 C's are a proper noun. Right?
Yes.
So
nice job.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you, Mohammed. This is great. I cannot believe you're 16 and you're doing this massive amount of work.
Yeah, honestly.
Great work. All right, we have one more portfolio. We have Hannah Dickens. She's a student at University of Cincinnati. And she says, "Hi, I'm Hannah. I love to explore the world of design. Learning new software, new techniques, or a new medium has become my very favorite thing. I strive to be a well-rounded designer who's enthusiastic about trying something new." Love it.
Cool.
I'm getting that.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see that, yeah.
I like the dainty color palettes.
Yeah, I also like that she personalized this up here in such a pretty way.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I still haven't made mine.
You're like, mine's blank. All right, where do we want to start?
Let's see.
Maybe this, because it's illustration.
I like that.
Okay, cool. Ooh.
Nice. Lots of character.
I love that chicken. And that he's being grilled.
Oh man, that reminds me of
I don't
my
understand
cat.
the person bathing with the chicken in the grill.
I think this might just be all random illustrations, but
got it.
it's nice.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I like the heart too. He's funny.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It does seem like you have a versatile side to you. I would maybe group the cartoons into a separate project.
Yeah, and then type into something separate too.
Because that way you get to sort of have a cohesive page, even though I understand that it's supposed to be like general.
But I do think that's a great point. You can consolidate and show your strengths in one project each. I love the colors that you're using. They're very soft, and I like the vibrant mustardy goldenrod. Yeah. It's a great pop. Yeah. This is cute. I really like this chicken. Yeah. He just makes me laugh on the inside. Cool. All right. What's next? Ooh, there's storyboards. I was like, what else? I was like, storyboards?
Storyboards, let's go.
I was like, okay, cool. It's like, how interesting.
Yeah, it's very cool.
I
was never good at storyboarding.
Oh, look, for Dunkin' Donuts too. How fun. Oh, and for Kodak, very nice to see your process. Wow, Oh, these are great. I love this.
Yeah.
Great exploration. This really shows your illustration skills and how you can do some quick thumbnails to explore an idea.
Yep.
Nice job. All right. Now,
I could see some stationery.
which one? This one? Okay. Ooh.
Wedding invites.
Oh, yeah.
I'm curious if those watercolor illustrations are custom.
Oh, yeah. Hannah, let us know if you're in chat. Let us know if those are custom illustrations, like custom watercolor. Oh, pretty shoes. Very beautiful.
It totally like
Yeah.
all comes together.
Completely.
And it communicates exactly what it's trying to.
If I was to make one refinement, I would remove the label that looks like a sticker stuck on, even if that is real, and I would put that on there in place because that would look more beautiful.
Agreed. That said, I really do love that you're using an actual photograph
Yeah.
of the suite of all of the stationery. I feel like it's
It's nice not to see a mock-up.
yeah,
It's real. You did your own mock-ups. Very cool.
very cool.
We like your own. I wonder what these guys are doing with their glasses on. Oh, for Google X.
That's so cool.
Interesting. Storytelling. One thing I've noticed is that I think it would be great to have your own project statement in addition to the project itself. And this might be at the bottom because sometimes, sometimes there is a little about section down here. But I think it would be helpful to talk a little bit about what your role was, what you specifically did,
Yeah.
and how that is part of your collection. I think we have time for one more.
Sure.
What do we want to do?
We could see what the first one's all about.
All right, logo, EC.
So it's all the logo projects.
Ah, got it. Oh.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Eye candle.
different.
I wonder what that is. Oculus, but with drops. Maybe it's eye drops for your eyes.
I feel like that's, ooh, I like the fluid.
Mm-hmm. It is fluid. I would maybe remove the
Yeah, I think
drop. It's too much.
I think the fills are doing exactly what you want with that without the drop.
And it looks like a match, so it's almost the anti-fluid.
True.
It's like, I'm
just
gonna light this fluid on fire. Cool. Ah, the one project. For the love of learning. Cool. Nice work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, solve them in color. The one project. Nice job,
Yeah, it's
Hannah.
great.
These are great. So thank you guys for entering your portfolios today, and it's very brave of everyone to enter, and it's also even more fun to get to see the work that others are doing in the world. Good
Agreed.
critique. So we can hop back onto your screen and we'll take a look at where we're at right now. We've got about 10 minutes, maybe a little more than 10 minutes,
All right.
so that we can maybe look through the Tiki Guy, make some more refinements, talk about tomorrow, go through what we did yesterday and today, all the things.
All right. Well, we're still on this first. It's a time
This first, oh come on, you did an amazing amount of work in a very short
No,
amount
no,
of time.
I'm not
You're like, just
ashamed
making
of the
a
work.
Tiki Guy, no big deal. I'm like,
Just, it's fine, but it's one of those.
we should show them Hurricane too.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then like your mood boards and all that. I know you're like, no, we gotta finish Tiki
I'm
Guy.
like, but wait, his feet.
Oh yeah, his toes. Let's keep doing them.
Get him
Love
a little
this.
manicure. Pedicure.
His pedicure.
What am I talking
I mean,
about?
he's a Tiki man. It could
Yeah.
be a manicure. We really don't know.
We don't know if he has hands for feet.
don't.
He's a Polynesian god.
He is. He can have whatever he wants.
Exactly. I'm sure he can probably manifest anything he wants because
Totally. Because Tiki God.
'Cause
you know?
Tiki God.
'Cause Tiki God. Yeah, Pokehon. After this, we've got the Daily Creative Challenge with Howard Pinsky, and then later on, we've got UX design. So stay with us. And then back tomorrow, we will have Lauren again at 9:30. So our schedule is up right now, and you can see Howard Pinsky will be doing the Daily Creative Challenge at 11:30. And then at noon sharp, we have got UX design with Angela Milisevic. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty good.
All right.
Hassan Fizzaz, like, I cannot wait for the texture looking awesome. I know, it is so awesome.
Yay.
I was like, that was the Jeffersons, wasn't it? Yeah.
Probably.
I was like, I rotate between that, Yellow Submarine, and Doug from Doug Funny. Yeah, I know.
Love it.
I do too.
All right, let's see. I feel like this little area is gonna get some good shadows in a second.
Ooh. Love that that tool, the radius tool.
It's the best.
It is the
It's
best.
the absolute best.
It is the best. It makes them look pudgier in a good way.
I can't even think of a project that I haven't used that
I
on
can't either.
recently.
I use it on every single thing I do.
Yeah, even if I end
Even
up
if I
with
don't need
something
it.
super
Yeah, and
clean,
then-
I'm just like, let me see what you look like rounded.
And then I'll be like, okay, not rounded, going back to sharp. And then it's like,
Exactly.
I just had to use it because I
You're like-
can.
It's just so nice. I feel like kids in the future
Yes.
of like Adobe are gonna be like, you didn't have that tool?
I know,
you
right? They're like,
manually
what?
made that?
Well, I mean, I grew up without computers, so
Yeah.
I mean, like they were there, but they were not cool yet. They
Yeah.
were
Yeah.
in the background.
Agreed. We were allowed a certain amount of
Mm-hmm.
computer time. Most of it was playing The Sims.
Yeah, I had microfiche, so my mom and dad had a microfiche machine. We're like, we can look up old things. Look, here's news articles, and I'm like, oh.
You're like, oh, this
Yeah.
is interesting.
Yeah, exactly. They had one at their work.
Did you ever play with MS Paint when you were a kid?
No,
Really?
I didn't.
I feel like that just changed.
We had Atari for a hot minute, and then it was obviously gamified, and my mom was like, not for our kids.
Yeah, no.
You
I
will be
feel you.
outside.
Yeah, there's a lot of playing outside.
Yeah, there's
I
a lot
feel
of
like-
tree climbing and digging to China in the dirt next door. I'm like,
Agreed.
you know, we're like, we're going to China. You're like, you're not even getting 2 feet deep. Yeah. Oh, kids.
I'm still that kid
Oh,
sometimes.
me too, 100%.
I took a trip to Mexico with my family recently, and I dug a hole big enough for me to stand in it.
I love it. You're like, I need it too.
I was just like, I don't know, I got this thing in my head.
I got an itch. I gotta
make
scratch it.
I gotta dig.
I've got to dig.
I must dig. How dogs must feel all the time.
Exactly. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's important. We're all animals. We're just the smarter ones.
Do you have any pets?
I do. I have a dog.
Very nice.
I have a pug. He's very cute. His name is Rufus.
I love pugs.
He's very silly. His tongue is always out constantly, and he is extremely stubborn and doesn't really care. He's like a cat dog.
nice.
He's like, just leave your credit card on the table, and I don't care when you come home.
That's awesome.
like
I
I'm
have more
ordering
of a
Grubhub.
dog cat.
Oh, funny.
Yeah, her name is Chicken.
Chicken? Oh, I love it.
She's perfect.
Chicken.
She's fat and she talks to me a lot.
so funny.
Yeah. And that's not just my crazy brain.
No, you're like, she
I'm
actually
like, she
talks.
literally talks to me.
That's funny.
So.
Is it like a meow meow? Like a...
Yeah, she'll be like, meow, meow. I'm like, what do you want? She's like, meow, meow. I'm like,
You're like, and I know what that means.
and
kinda.
I'm like, oh yeah, you're leading me to your food bowl again. You little stinker.
Animals are the best.
They're great.
I follow that channel on Instagram, Animals Doing Things.
Oh, yes.
And they're always doing things. I
They
mean,
are.
like,
They do stuff.
yes.
Sometimes more interesting stuff than human stuff.
Completely. I follow more animals than I do humans because they're just more interesting. I mean,
Yeah,
not
it's
true,
true.
but kind of
Not
true.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes true.
Yeah. I wonder,
Humans talk
is
too much.
Don Beach still alive?
No. He passed away. I feel like I recently saw this date. Yeah, no, he
He's
he
in the
opened
past.
yeah. R.I.P. Don.
R.I.P.
Thank
Don.
you for all of your tiki goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was because he was popular in the 40s, 50s.
Yeah, he's probably an older gentleman at that point.
Yeah.
How cool. What a great addition to our world's history.
Yeah.
Tiki.
Tiki.
Yeah.
And it's funny because I actually am like obsessed. I get kind of made fun of by people who know me for like talking about design stuff all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And the 1939 World's Fair is my absolute favorite subject.
Yeah?
Just because it's like, it's just so interesting, and it was this part of American history where everyone was excited about innovation.
Yes. In everything. They were excited about everything. Like,
Everything.
everything was new. I feel the same way today, though, but it
Yeah.
was just different.
Yeah, but I didn't know this about the World's Fair. So this was like, when I saw that, I was like,
World's Fairs were so cool way back when.
Yeah.
I wish we still had that same experience now.
yeah, at least we have design conferences, I
We
guess.
do, yeah. But there's something so much more grandiose about a World's Fair.
Well, and it was
and it's
like,
camaraderie.
it's camaraderie, and
Yes.
you get this like sense of the whole world being excited about
Yes.
design, which you don't get all
no,
the time.
it's more like if you can go to a conference, then you're there. But I say we bring back the World's Fair.
Bring back the World's Fair. I feel like
Yar.
politically that would be strange.
Yeah, I
in
know.
these times, but like,
But again, maybe it would bring us all together.
yeah, design can change the world.
It can.
I believe that.
I believe it too. I'm a real strong advocate for that. I mean, I think there's no better time to be a designer than today because there's very prominent designers in leadership positions in companies that are making huge changes. And
Agreed.
it's not just about having a business-minded background anymore. It's also the respective design background. So we are making headways.
Indeed.
And there is my little soapbox that I'm gonna hop down from. I'm like, designers rule the world.
I appreciate the sentiment.
I was like, hop up here, let's soapbox together.
We will bring back the World's Fair.
Yes. Yes, I think we need top hats and monocles. We'll go Mr. Peanut on everybody.
Oh man.
You know, I want to be him for Halloween.
That would be awesome.
Right?
I feel like it'd be a pretty easy costume too. You just
Yeah.
get like,
monocle, top hat, peanut sack, boom.
and like
Some tights,
Yep.
black shoes. I think we got this. The only thing I'm missing is the peanut sack.
Yeah, that's like the most important
That's the more,
part.
yeah, right? I think
feel like
I'll
you
put a
could
trash
probably-
bag and I'll draw lines on it, and then
That
it's
works.
like, boom, I'm a
or
peanut.
like a leotard.
Oh yeah, leotard.
Yeah.
That would be too
Just
cute.
stuffed with
I want to
pillows.
be like kind of an ugly peanut.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm more into like the silly peanut.
Yeah, not into.
I'm not
the,
into sexy Halloween.
The sexy Halloween.
No.
It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
But you know, if you like
But
it,
yeah,
you do you.
yeah, you do you. Yeah, but I'm gonna be Mr. Peanut in a trash bag.
I was Peter Pan last.
Really?
Yeah.
I love that.
It's funny because everyone's always told me to be Peter Pan like every year, and then
Yeah.
I finally did it, so I can get it out of the way and actually
You're like,
do something I
I'm
want
Peter.
to do.
Maybe you'll be Mr. Peanut this year.
Hey,
We
can
can be
both do
Mr.
it.
Peanut from
We'll
different
just, like,
cities, and we'll be like,
FaceTime.
yeah. We'll be like, we're
So
peanuts.
Mr. P.
Hey.
All right.
Or you could go as a tiki cocktail. That would be pretty cool because you could make that costume.
That would be awesome. Just like sort of make your own little tiki
Yeah.
mask and have like a straw coming out of your
Or
head.
make a sleeping bag with your illustration of a tiki man printed on it and then hop in the sleeping bag.
like, hey, I made this.
Yeah, and then you can multi-use. You can use it later for camping. That would be super cool, actually. I would want one of these giant tiki bags on a tiki guys on a sleeping bag. That would be the best. Oh, fun. Well, we are nearing the end. We have a few minutes left, and what I'd like to do now is look over Lauren's work that she's done over the past 2 days. We have been creating fun tikiness of Hurricane Bar. Ooh, I love that color is coming in.
Yeah, I'm just like,
This is
maybe we can
so
get
great.
a little color in before we go.
Oh, I love it. We're not just black and white, you guys. We are dimensional.
We are multi-dimensional people.
Right. Howard Pinsky is loving this tiki. Me too, Howard.
So, yeah,
yay.
I'm gonna...
Yeah, show us what you've done, and then we'll talk a little bit about what we're going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, so we got some headway on this guy. I'm gonna add some highlights to him, make him a little moodier, because he is a very moody little fellow. And then we have this logo type that we wrapped up yesterday, and the tiki guy is going to be in the same, obviously, like color scheme. He's going to be textured. We're going to either add some of that tomorrow, or I'll have that kind of prepared. And then we're gonna hopefully wrap up this this promotional material for the Hurricane Bar.
I love it. It is so good. Yeah, tomorrow's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited. So we have a couple minutes. We could talk about some of the colors in your palette above.
Yeah.
And see where you're leaning.
I clearly went a little ham with this.
I love ham.
I'm kind of really feeling this guy. Just because it's a little like unexpected with
Totally.
the purple.
I do like the green though. There's something really cool about it. Yeah, your green-red combo.
Yeah, and like
maybe you'll do a couple.
Yeah, I also like to sort of finish my composition and then create multiple artboards and see which one speaks to me the most.
Very smart. Yeah. You're like, what one do I feel today? And then for tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe for various uses they can have different sort of color schemes.
Amazing. Well, Lauren Griffin, I had so much fun today.
Yeah.
I am so excited for tomorrow. Stay with us. Adobe Live is up next with the Creative Challenge, and Howard Pinsky will be there to take you away. Thank you.
Bye.
Better.